Hey, 𝐸 King here for another log. I'm on my way out to an estimate, and I figured it'd be a good time to talk about what to look for when you're doing an estimate. So, after you arrive at the property, the first thing I look for is not the trees, not if it's green or not, but is it the lowest point in the yard? And that's a new one that I've learned the hard way from when I first began. You know, if you go out and you realize that the pool is the lowest point of the yard, you're going to have a little bit of issues with runoff, because every time that it rains or gets windy or anything, that's going to be where everything runs to. So if the sprinklers come on and you have a particularly yard made of dirt and not really a lot of grass, you're going to get a lot of runoff in that pool, and the next time you come to that pool, it's going to be muddy and a bunch of gunk in there. So that's the first thing I look for, because I try to stay away from those, to be honest. I still have one on my route that has been a lot of problems, but it is one of my first accounts, so I've always kept it. But I do pay attention for that now. So check to see if the pool is the lowest point in the yard. And then the next thing I look for, the glaring things, is, is there a lot of trees, and is it screened in? If you got a lot of trees and it's not screened in, you probably should bid more, because the pool is naturally going to be a collection area for leaves and debris. So if it's not, if you got a lot of trees, you're going to get a lot more leaves, which is going to require a lot more time for you to clean out. So you should definitely take that in consideration. Is the pool screened in or not? Obviously, if the pool's screened in, you're not going to have those type of issues with all the debris, and generally you're going to spend a lot less time cleaning that pool. So if it is screened in, I generally do bid towards my minimums and not much higher, really, because I'm already priced higher as it is, and that's regardless of screened in or not. But I do stay towards my minimums. So take a look at that. Also, take a look at the gallonage of the water. That's a very simple one. The larger the pool, obviously, the more time it's going to take to clean and brush and get all the debris out, but also it's going to be a higher chemical cost, because you just have more water to treat. So if it's a larger pool, most companies will bid pools at 10,000 gallons, at 15,000 gallons, and 20,000 gallons, and adjust their rates accordingly, which makes sense. So take the gallonage in consideration. What's the condition of the pool, and then also the equipment. So if it's a brand new pool, I would bid towards my minimums, as long as it fits the size requirements and all that, because you're going to have a lot less problems with it. If you have a pool that's seriously suffering as far as their surface condition, you're going to have to consume more chemicals and spend more time treating it. Because what actually can happen is algae can develop in the porous areas of the surface. And if you got craters or pop-offs or anything like that, that's all areas where water can hide from it circulating around the pool. So, you're gonna have those pools will be a little more problematic, treating and chemical usage, just because the surface isn't up to snuff. And then in regards to equipment, is the equipment sized appropriately for the pool? I have a podcast talking about this specifically. If it's undersized, or not working properly, or has leaks, that's all going to require more effort on your part to take care of that pool and keep it clean, clear, and healthy. If the filter's undersized, for instance, you're going to be cleaning that filter more frequently, because it's going to get gunked up with dirt easier. Is the pump too powerful for the filter? Again, you're going to be destroying the filter sooner than you would if it was sized properly. Is the pump undersized for the pool? You're going to have to run that pool longer to make sure the pool circulates enough throughout the day. It's just things like that. Is the water, are there leaks? Is there broken equipment? These are all things you need to take in consideration when you're looking at the pool, because you got to calculate all this to come up with a bid where you're going to make money and make it worth your time to service that pool. Because nothing's worse than going on, and I'm guilty of it too. I think we've all underbidded pools, and we get out there, and a couple months down the line, it's just like, man, why did we do this? And it's, I'm the type of person that even though I incorrectly bidded the pool, I'm still going to stick by it. I'm not going to try to raise the prices just because, you know, it wouldn't look good on you if you're constantly trying to raise the prices and nickel and diming them for things. So, but just try to make sure that you take everything into consideration. Don't just blurt out a number, and don't be afraid to bid high, you know, to make it worth your time. Because a couple of my friends' businesses I've helped start up, you know, they'll call and tell me, hey, I just got this account, and I'm like, well, how much you get it for? And they're like, well, I went out and bidded, you know, this much, and I said, well, that's fine, but, you know, once you get established, don't be afraid to bid more for a pool, because it's, you know, it's gonna be, you got to make it worth your time in order to do it. So make sure you do those things, and you should help. That should help gauge you how to build a pool, and hopefully that helps. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and that's all. So have a great day, everyone, and take care.